So today we're going to learn how to press. And in order to teach the press, we're going to show what the proper starting position is first. So the starting position, you're going to take a grip that's shoulder width apart. So it's a pretty close grip. For most people, it's going to be about where the knurl starts. So you can see where it goes from smooth to knurled. Thumb is wrapped around the bar. Similar grip position that we have for the bench press. We're actually going to rotate our thumbs down just a little bit so that the bar is going to be as low in our hand as we can get it while still wrapping our thumb around the bar. We don't want the bar back here in our knuckles, right? So that's good, just like that. You're going to step up underneath the bar, putting your elbows just slightly forward of the wrist and focused on straight wrists, elbows forward, stand up tall, walk back. You'll notice that his forearms are vertical, and this is the proper starting position. Now, an important note, you'll notice that with Andrew, the bar is hovering a few inches above his chest. That's actually due to how long his humerus is compared to his forearm. For people who have longer forearms, the bar is going to hover. For people who have shorter forearms, the bar might actually sit on their chest. But we don't need it to sit on the chest. We need the elbows to be slightly in front of the wrist and the wrist to be straight with this nice close grip and vertical forearms from the front. This is the proper starting position. Now you're gonna press it overhead to lockout position. At the top of the lockout position, the bar is gonna be in balance over his elbows, over his shoulder joint, over his hips, everything, the knees, the ankles are all in line, and you're in balance directly over the middle of your foot. You'll also notice that Andrew has squeezed up, trying to touch his ears with his shoulders. This is the proper finish position for the press. You're gonna bring it down the same way it went up, and let's rack the bar. So now we've taught you the proper starting position, and we've taught you the proper finished position. We're gonna walk through how to go from start to finish. So take your start position, close grip, wrists straight, elbows are forward, shoulder width stance, toes pointed slightly out, in balance over midfoot. Again, good starting position. From here, you're gonna push your hips forward and lay back in your upper body, and that's gonna get your head out of the way of the barbell. And the goal is to drive the barbell, barely missing your chin, barely missing your nose, straight up your face, and big shrug at the top for the finish position. Breathe out, breathe in, hold your air, bring it down the same way it went up, and go right back up when it hits the bottom, just like that. So we want that nice rebound on reps 2 and beyond. Good. You'll notice the bar is staying in line with his midfoot, very close to his face, barely missing the whiskers on his chin, barely missing his nose, barely missing the bangs of his hair. Nice job. Bring it down, same position, and walk it forward, touch the uprights, and that's the press. Good. So one of the things we're trying to do in the press is we're trying to get a rebound out of the bottom. Now it's easy to get a rebound out of the bottom if you start from the top, because you can bring it down, you get the stretch reflex, and boom, it bounces right back up. The question is, how do we get that same rebound or a similar rebound on the very first rep when we're starting from the bottom? All right, so let's talk about that. Take your same grip and your starting position and just pause for a second in your starting position. All right, this is a good start position. And now as Andrew pushes his hips forward and lays back, you'll see the bar come down. He doesn't get loose. He's very tight in his abdominals. His legs are squeezed as tight as possible, but it creates like compressing a spring, and now the bar wants to spring upwards, just like so. Do it again. Stop in the bottom for a second. This is just for the first rep of each press set where we're starting from the bottom. Hips go forward, lay back, pop. Right from this position, we can get the rebound because we're gonna take our break at the top and come down and right back up without stopping at the bottom. That's rep 2. Let's do a set of 5. 3, everything's nice and tight and close to his face. Perfectly in balance over midfoot. And nice finish, big shrug. Down and walk it back in. Perfect. So this is what a full set will look like with the proper cadence. Good, nice and tight. Big pop, it looks good, shrug. Down and up, breathe. Good, bar's close to his face, balanced over midfoot. Excellent. Shrug, down with tight wrists, walk it in, touch the uprights. Very good, just like that. For more great how-to videos on the big lifts, like the squat, the deadlift, and the bench press, click the playlist right up there in the corner.